Hello, so what we're going to do today is we're going to have a little look at the Nanocom. We're in a Defender TD5, and if you've got a Defender TD5 you really need some sort of diagnostic tool. It really will get you out of trouble from everything from your alarm system, your immobilizer, programming keys, fault finding, diagnosing, everything. So you really do need something like the Nanocom. You can also get a Hawkeye. I've used that on a Defender as well, and that's pretty good. But today we're going to have a walk through the Nanocom. So to start it off with, it doesn't need any external power. It runs everything off your OBD port, which is down underneath your cubby box if you've got one, or by the essentially down by the gearbox. So we'll start by plugging that in and we'll get underway. So once it's plugged in, it just takes a second to boot through, and it starts off by showing you that all the available cars that you can use this on. Now the licensing is quite restrictive. I've only got the TD5 Defender licensed on this machine. To get all of this would cost an absolute fortune, so it's best to just keep it to your machine. And then you can go into things like the engine, so that diagnose faults. So I'll just have a little look at that. So I'll just scan through the faults, and I've got an air conditioning fan drive open, which is a bit unusual because I don't actually have air conditioning. So I can clear that fault, and that's cleared, and go back. You can then go into settings, and there's a number of different settings. Injector throttles, just general info. So currently the key's in ignition and turned on, but the engine's not running. Input switches. So you can check all the sensors, and if I just come out of here, you can also upload maps to your ECU. It's not something I've ever done, but if you want to improve performance or improve fuel economy, then you can just put an SD card in the side and upload your own maps. You've also got things like instruments. So if I turn the engine on, so you can get live, I'll just turn it off. You get live data from your engine, which is brilliant if you're into that sort of thing, which unfortunately I am. You also have access into the, there we go, access into your car locking system as well, so you can load new keys and also set the events, so what happens when you do certain things. So when you unlock the car, does it turn the lights on? When you stop the engine, does it immediately put on the immobilizer? There's a ton of things that it'll do. So yeah, there you go, that's the Nanocom for the TD5. It's a brilliant bit of kit, and it's basically everything you'll ever need for the TD5 in terms of setting up. So yeah, so have a look and enjoy. And if you're looking for one of these, I've put a link in the description. So it'd take a while to go through every single screen in this device, because there are multiple screens. But some of the key features is obviously the error code reading and also the clearing of the other error codes. But the utilities are quite useful. Things like the power bleed of your brakes and the module bleeds, so you can sort out all of your ABS faults and your brake system. And also I had a problem with my alarm system a while back, and all it was a sticking sensor, a sticking switch rather. So you can go through and you can have to look to see what doors are open, what doors are closed. So it'll take a second. If I now open the door, you can see that it's changed, and that's all the error was, but it took me ages to find it until I got this little device, and I found it within seconds. So it's well worth the money, and it might actually cost you money in diagnosing errors going back and forth to the dealership or to your independent. So yeah, brilliant little kit. If you like this, then please subscribe, and there'll be more videos about Defenders and Discoveries and Minis and MGs and VWs and everything else I've got in the garages. So yeah, subscribe, like, and I'll speak to you soon.